What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy JD Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris John. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah!
BTBTV.
Chris John, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man. Yeah, right now I'm playing. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 more black, 9 with a grand in my pocket. And beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Yeah, hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate, but it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear.
Sports Entertainment.
And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care, and you better be aware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stamp in the mix. A project, politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick rap store all push to shove my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner turned in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so renegade ghost. We fight good, boxing like Floyd on the ropes. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team, and they know it coast to coast, and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care, and you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best. If you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair.
Yo, salute to my boy Clark. Sit down, boy. No, so Cyber Sports
Just ain't fair.
Entertainment. I see you, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Now it's the King of New Jersey, the Prince of New Jersey. It's BTBTV.
Show them how we do this, man. BTBTV. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. BTBTV. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Rah. Yo, John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I got a post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1,000,000 notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like hollow toast. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My ones on overload. Say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that. Cause you wrote another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foes who wanna play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X had 666, the devil on his shoulder, won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block, trying to run and get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins thick. We can't miss, we can hit the talk and put our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless.
Don't play with us.
Another tale from the street, deaf and
The
horror
horror
flow.
flow.
The projects like
Like
a
a
ghost
ghost
trying
trying
to
to
haunt
haunt
your
your
soul.
soul.
Another tale from the street, homicide the foe. Who wanna play to them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These
Only
kids
kill
react to
salute.
they like movie curtain close. Yeah.
BTBTV. It's the movement.
The movement, man. You're born. You're born, let's get 'em. Let's get 'em. Kaz, we up in here, man.
First off, let me start by saying peace to the 5% nation, the gods and nerfs. Assalamu alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahmat to Allah, to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King of New Jersey. This is BTBTV, where we bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine almighty Allah. Yo, we got a show. I'm doing a show today, man. Maybe some guests will pop up, maybe they won't. But I'm doing a show today because I was sitting back watching all these niggas come out of nowhere clout chasing. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna bring them some stories on Big Nose Troy too, other than the one I'm about to play. I want y'all to understand how this little nigga was too young to know anything about his father's business. And how about him starting this mess, he's setting off a whole snowball full of fire, you know what I mean? And we gonna get it popping, man. Real talk. But first I want y'all to hear how this Big Nose Troy beef started anyway with Supreme, you know what I mean? And then after that, we will go into the interview with his son, and then we're gonna debate about it. This is fair use. Right now, this is not my content. I borrow content. This is tell you guys the site name is Hood Kingpin. So we using his right now so y'all can hear the story of people that was around. And then we're gonna get it popping, man. We're gonna go to my boy Infominds story, his interview with Big Nose Troy. Let's go.
Back in the 80s and the 90s, there wasn't a whole lot of dudes who didn't walk the streets of Queens with fear and respect for Kenneth Supreme McGriff and his crew of ruthless gangsters known as a Supreme Team. But in a crowd of small-time street dudes who didn't dare look at Preem or his crew the wrong way, one man in particular wasn't afraid to stand up to them. I'm talking about no other than Troy Singleton, otherwise known as Big Nose Troy. In a time when Queens was running with heavy hitters like Preem, Prince, 50 Cent, and Fat Cat Nichols, Troy was one of the few who didn't back down. This dude was part of a new wave of street legends who didn't give 2 cents about the old guard's rep. Growing up real tight with dudes like Prodigy from Mobb Deep and E Money Bags, his tightest brother and right-hand man, Big Nose Troy, was involved in multiple robberies in Queens and its surrounding areas as a youngin', earning him a reputation as a dude you didn't want to mess with. An incident that later came back to bite him after Troy saw the name of one of the Supreme Team's members on the documents that incriminated him for the double hit. He and his brother, E Money Bags, declared war on the Supreme Team and spent several months running down and slapping up anyone who had any kind of connection to Preem. That's a bold move, y'all.
We can now project the winner of the presidential race. Donald Trump wins the presidency.
After Troy smacked around some of Preem's closest associates, including Irv Gotti and Ron Gunner Robinson, Preem put a bag on his head, a bag that caught up with him in October 2001 when he was brutally executed outside the club Van Wyck on Liberty Avenue in South Jamaica, Queens. The story of how this OG street...
All right, let me tell you something real quick. Now, in the interview I'm about to show y'all after this one, the interview I'm about to show y'all, Big Nose Troy's son, Troy Singleton Jr., said his father died from that the same thing Prodigy had, sickle cell. When everybody in the world know his father got gunned down and killed, sickle cell had nothing to do with, unless them bullets was laced with sickle cell. It had nothing to do with his father getting the K word. You know what I'm saying? It's more gunned down. The bullets was laced with sickle cell. That's not what K word them. What K word them is them bullets. Let's go. Yo, got my man Big E in the building. West side till we died, nigga. Let them know.
What it do? Born was good. Top of the morning.
Top of the morning, bro. Top of the afternoon, man. Afternoon here, but
Well, bro. I'm still on that Cali time. Bro. It ain't nothing but 9:41.
I know. That's why I got you early. I knew you just getting off work.
Man. What it do though? What's good?
I'm doing a show on Big Noise Troy. You know what I'm saying? His son did an interview with Infominds trying to assassinate the character of my bro Bimmy Bim. You know what I'm saying? James Bimmy Antney, Supreme Team legend, icon, you know what I'm saying? So he tried to assassinate his character with lies. And I call it lies. So right now I'm gonna decipher it. And I want you to hear some. I ain't go to the interview yet. I'm going to what they tell about Big Nose Troy. This nigga was a myth.
Born, I want you to know something, bro. This internet cloud out here, these niggas is chasing, and made these niggas dangerous, bro. I mean, like you say, they out here smearing legendary figures. They out here smearing people who got it out the mud, bro. Behind, I guess, clout. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what it is. But it's like, dude, it's weak, bro.
It could be jealousy too, though, man. Sometimes it's not just clout. Sometimes it's jealousy too.
Yeah, but Born, how you gonna be jealous of dudes? But Mac Mizzle, salute. But I'm saying, how you gonna be jealous of dudes who already cemented their legacy? You get what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's too late. If you didn't do nothing back then, like you can't smear, you can't take away what them dudes already did. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it make niggas look lame when they try to smear dudes who pretty much was legendary figures in our community, bro. That shit just seemed lame to me, bro. It really do.
Most definitely it does, man. But you know
what I'm saying? Born, them dudes did stuff that ain't gonna never be duplicated no more, bro. Whether people like them or not, bro. These dudes made money. They put dudes on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ain't nobody perfect, but I'm just saying in the grand scheme of things, bro, these dudes had the formula. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, they dared to be great. And a lot of them dudes, as far as that hood stuff go, them dudes was great, bro. So I really hate to see a lot of these lame ass niggas, we didn't even know who they was until YouTube, to try to smear dudes who we knew who they was, and dudes was legends. I mean, it's whack to me, boy. I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. It's whack.
Yeah, Deb Antney, his sister, Monique killed. Deb Antney is Bimmy's sister. He walk a flock of uncle.
Damn, so, bro.
Little Big Nose Troy came out and said some shit with no proof.
The son of Big Nose Troy, yeah. Yo, we about to go get into it right now. I'm gonna let y'all hear this first real quick, and then we're gonna get into the interview with
Hey, Born, I got the link, but let me take this call, bro. So I'm here, but I gotta take this call. It's important.
All right, do I do that? Handle your business, man.
Street legend declared war on Preem and his crew and ended up paying the price.
I'm gonna let you see this real quick.
Deep and E-Money Bags. His tightest brother and right-hand man, Big Nose Troy, was involved in multiple robberies in Queens and its surrounding areas as a youngin', earning him a reputation as a dude you didn't want to mess with. An incident that later came back to bite him after Troy saw the name of one of the Supreme Team's members on the documents that incriminated him for the double hit. He and his brother, E-Money Bags, declared war on the Supreme Team and spent several months running down and slapping up anyone who had any kind of connection to Preem. That's a bold move, y'all. After Troy smacked around some of Preem's closest associates, including Irv Gotti and Ron Gunner Robinson, Preem put a bag on his head a bag that caught up with him in
Gerald
October
Prince Miller getting
2001
out. Gerald Prince
when he
Miller
was
getting out, bro.
brutally executed outside the club Van Wyck on Liberty Avenue in South Jamaica, Queens. The story of how this OG street legend declared war on Preem and his crew and ended up paying the price for it is a pretty long one. Troy Singleton, aka Big Nose Troy, was born in Queens in '68. But because there ain't a whole lot of public information on Dude Out of There, and different sources have different information on his origins, it's hard to know exactly when bro was born. But even though there ain't as much info out there on Troy as there is on other big players from Queens from those decades, like Supreme McGriff, 50 Cent, and Fat Cat, that doesn't take away from the fact that back in the day, Troy was a pretty feared dude in the streets of New York. And along with 50 Cent, E-Moneybags and Homo was one of the only 4 people who was known not to be afraid of the one and only Kenneth Supreme McGriff, leader of the Supreme Team. One thing that made Troy stand out in the streets as a youngin' was that he embodied a new generation of street dudes. Fat Cat Nichols, and even Jay-Z. Since he was just a youngin', Troy suffered from sickle cell anemia, a real painful and limiting condition. And some of y'all might know, Prodigy from Mobb Deep had the same disease, and he and Troy formed a real tight bond over their shared illness. It's even been said that when Prodigy was in the hospital, Troy would visit him hella often and even bring him food from Red Lobster for dinner. That's a real brother, y'all. Another dude Troy was especially tight with, pretty much for his whole life, was Eric Smith, also known as E-Moneybags. That's right, y'all. The same E-Moneybags who accidentally hit Cobra Johnson, also known as Black Just, as he was trying to murk Preem in his car outside Jamaica Coliseum Mall back in '99. Growing up, E and Troy were partners in crime in the streets of Queens and were involved in all kinds of robberies and stick-ups in Jamaica and its surrounding areas. As the years went by, Big Nose Troy and E-Moneybags became 2 of the Supreme Team's biggest ops, which ended up pretty badly both for all parties involved. On top of being a close brother to E-Moneybags, who hated Preem and his crew more than anyone else in the world, Big Nose Troy had his own reasons to want to take the Supreme Team down. Most of y'all might already know why E-Moneybags hated the Supreme Team, but if you don't know, let me break it down for you right quick. Before he ended up getting thrown into the pen for life, Preem was selling tagged cars through a woman named Z. When E decided to buy a car from Preem, he was told to put a down payment of $1,000 for it, which he gave to Z. But at some point after putting down the payment, E changed his mind and decided to use the money for a down payment on a new Lincoln Navigator instead of buying a tagged whip. When he personally asked Preem for a refund on the $1,000 he put down, Preem treated him like a fool and refused to give him a refund, which triggered a legendary beef between them that ended with the tragic accidental passing of Black Just in '99. As for Big Nose Troy,
you know what's crazy, right? You know what's crazy, right? That that a beef like that will start over $1,000 will fucking Preem can just get that man that money back, bro, and everything will be all left alone, you know.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like it's his word against this kid's word, right?
$1,000 on a car, a down payment on a tagged car.
Right.
So that's why that beef setup started off like that's why it got popular like that, because of that. Like I said, all that money that's straight up making
$1,000. God damn.
He should get that man his money back.
Yeah.
You hear me? He should have get that man his money back. That's what it is. That's what it's saying. You know what I mean? You got your window. You got your window open, don't you?
Yeah. Niggas got too much pride, though. You know how it is. You know how it is with these niggas, man. They got
my bread back, man. Give me my bread back.
too much pride
That's,
and not enough dignity. You know what I'm saying? They got too much pride and not enough motherfucking honor. You know, that's how it goes.
yeah. Yeah, he killed Black just by accident. He was trying to get a Supreme. But you asked me, hold on, let me unmute your mic real quick. You asked, do you think 50 would do something? I mean, I'm not even not just. You asked if Prince would do something with 50. Now Prince would do nothing with 50 because he wouldn't do nothing with 50 because of 50 and Preem beef. He already know that Preem set 50 up to get killed. You know what I mean? And that's his uncle. So uncle nephew, that's not gonna happen. It'll be dope to see, but it's not. That's never gonna happen, bro. At all. Preem was rich, man. Already, he didn't need that man's $1,000. He should have gave it back to him. Period, man. And Black Justice still be here.
It's the principalities more times. You know, it ain't even about. It's the principalities. You know.
Facts.
His beef with the Supreme Team had a whole nother origin. Let me lay it down for y'all. In July of '95, a basketball tournament called the Peace Tournament was held in Baisley Bond Park in South Jamaica, Queens, in honor of two men hit by a police officer in December of '94, pretty close to the ball court where the tournament was held that day. There were 300 people from Baisley Park Projects that day cheering the teams on, and in the second half, something real tragic happened that stained the memory of the Peace Tournament forever. About 5 minutes into the second half, shots were fired on the court. It was unclear who exactly had opened fire, but what we do know is that as soon as the shootout was over, 2 spectators were deceased and several others injured. The name of the 2 persons were Pierre Mitchell and Jamal Adams. And even though the cops had a hella hard time identifying who was involved in the shootout, which was confirmed to be drug related, your boy Troy was eventually identified in a lineup at the 113th precinct and taken to the big house for second degree hit.
I just sent you a link, Chad.
One big thing to keep in mind about the whole incident is that, as y'all might already know, the Baisley Park Projects was the home turf of none other than Supreme, which made it a pretty bad move on Troy's part to start whacking people on that court. Even though the Peace Tournament shooting and the ensuing chaos was talked about by author Ethan Brown in his revealing book, Queens Reign Supreme, in 2010, some information on Troy's involvement in the whole thing just came to light pretty recently. As Big Nose was being taken in for his alleged participation in the shootout, a Supreme Team member allegedly gave a statement against him. And word on the street is that James Antney, also known as Bimmy, was also set to sign an affidavit and testify against Troy.
Now we all know the affidavit that Bimmy signed was to help get Troy out of jail, to say he didn't see Troy shoot nobody. That was the affidavit he signed. So when you listen to these guys do their little shows, you gotta be real skeptical. A lot of stuff be facts, but a lot of this stuff be fiction too. A lot of stuff be hearsay. You know what I'm saying? I get mine from the horse's mouth. You did? Right. And I want you, hold on, let me hit him right. Let me hit him right now.
Facts though.
Hold on.
A lot of these niggas be lying for clout, you know? They just want clout. That clout is a hell of a drug.
All right. Now I'm just hitting Bimmy right now because Bimmy can tell you better I can tell you. I get all mine from the horse's mouth. Yeah, a lot of dudes are jealous of Bimmy. It's a shame though, man. But see, I told Bimmy, my bro. I told Bimmy a lot of these niggas he should have rocked with. Period, bro. They don't rock with these niggas. They ain't no good for you. They ain't no good for your brand. By trying to help these niggas out,
yeah,
ain't doing but pulling you down.
Bimmy was trying to be cool with everybody, like, you know, you can't be cool with everybody now. These niggas is...
Facts. These were the team that run DC. Here you go, y'all. Let me finish playing this.
Jude caught wind of this, and even though Bimmy didn't end up testifying against him and Big Nose Troy was allowed to walk, he took it hella personal that he was about to be ratted out And the incident was enough for Troy to develop a whole lot of hate towards Supreme's crew. So after what happened with his brother E Moneybags getting cheated out of his money and the double hit incrimination, Big Nose Troy and E decided to do the unthinkable and declare war on the Supreme team. And when I say war, I mean war, man. Basically, anybody who ran with the Supreme team, was cool with them, talked about them, hung around them, or was in any way associated.
Well, we know a fact is that that E Moneybags was E Moneybags was cool with Bimmy at one point too. So I don't believe he was going up to. They was going up to everybody's Supreme team. They were going to members that they knew that was supporting Supreme a lot, because quite a few members of the Supreme team, they wasn't supporting Supreme as much as they wanted, because Supreme was starting a war between Southside and Hollis, Queens, and so where Ja Rule's from. He was running with them. So a lot of people from that side of town thought that Preem was being disloyal. So a lot of people wasn't rocking with it, but a lot was. It was like a 50-50 thing, you know what I'm saying? Even like Bimmy wasn't rocking with that, and Bimmy and Preem brought Bimmy into the game, but Bimmy wasn't rocking with it because all the years the Preem was locked up, him and 50, they do a brotherhood, a brother bond, you know what I'm saying? And I know the feeling of that, you know what I mean? No problem, son. Yo, you on stage? Matt Mizzle.
Yeah.
Matt. All right. Now you see me
Right.
and see I'm not on stage. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you on stage. No, because I got my pulled up because I'm doing a video. I don't want them to get copyright strike.
Okay.
You there?
All right.
Associated with them became an enemy. He and E Moneybags would walk the streets of Queens, pistol whipping, smacking, and slapping up dozens of dudes affiliated with Preem, stoking the fire of war that everyone knew would end in tragedy. Troy hated Preem and his crew so much that he was known to stalk some of his gang members outside of the Universal offices, where he would allegedly run down on his ops and slap the ever-loving daylight out of them in the middle of the day on Broadway, the busiest street in all of New York. You might think that would be enough for dude to take out all.
Trump's Project 2025 agenda will give him unchecked political.
All right. Now let's go to another topic. Let's talk about this real quick before I go to the interview with Big Nose Troy's son. First of all, Big Nose Troy was a little nigga. He wasn't smacking nobody unless he had a gun. And he talking about, I'm gonna let you hear this shit. And then we're gonna get to it, man. I'm gonna let you hear what his son had to say. Y'all hit that like button, y'all share, y'all subscribe, y'all donate, y'all do what y'all do, man. But yo, I'm giving you a son. Yo, it's my boy Timbo, man. This is his interview. Infominds. Y'all go subscribe and share his content too. Let's check it out, y'all. Let's check it out. Here we go.
Timbo, and we back. We got a special guest on deck right now. Now tell us who you are and where you from.
Yeah, what's good? Well, I go by the name Troy the Boy, aka Troy Singleton. I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens. Let's clear up these allegations. It's my first interview. Let's get to it.
A lot of things being said back and forth on the internet lately, and the brother is just here to clear up some of these misconceptions and clear up some of these rumors. Let the viewers know who your dad is for those that might not be familiar, and where was your dad from?
My dad was Big Nose Troy. You know, he's from Southside Jamaica, Queens. He grew up in Pop City. He was in Bricktown. He used to run with E Moneybags, R.I.P., Uncle Hamo. My pops was a good dude. Besides all the stories that y'all hear out there, my pops was a great dude. He looked out for a lot of people. But on the other end, my pops was a menace, you know? He had to do what he had to do. He was in the jungle. And my pops was one of them. When you speak of Queens, you hear Supreme, and you hear Troy and E Moneybags.
What kind of reputation did your pops have in Queens?
He was a demon, man. Like, he was a menace. If Troy come around, it's trouble. Tuck your chains, tuck your rollies, tuck your money. He was that dude.
Now, it was said that your pops was a part of the Young Guns crew. Can you tell us a little bit about the Young Guns? Who were they, and what kind of reputation did they have in Queens?
Respect to the Young Guns. My pops wasn't Young Guns. My pops was a rebel. The Young Guns would be considered a gang. My pops wasn't a gang. My pops had his own names. My pops didn't answer to nobody. My pops was that one-man army. He didn't care about none of that. My pops had Southside because my pops was really deep in that field, and he was that person by himself.
On a previous Vlad interview, Tony Yayo once said there was only 4 dudes in Queens that wasn't scared of Preem. That was 50, E-Money Bags, Homo, and Troy. When you heard that, what did you think?
Yayo's my uncle. Shout out to Uncle Yayo. Always, I'm in contact with them. I'm always in contact with Fifth. When they see me, they see my pops. They always tell me stories. That tells you that when them dudes came around, it was trouble. They didn't care about Preem and what he had going on.
Nah, Preem didn't run 50 out of Queens.
They was
50 went down and Bobonos to get held. He came back and started war with Preem.
Across their paths. They was one of them. Our pops was
50 was nowhere scared of Preem, bro.
He put fear in a lot of singing hearts.
First off, T-Boy was my arch enemy. He was the arch enemy of the hood. We had beef with T-Boy first. It was a situation where my man...
All right, let me say something real quick, y'all. For those in the comments, 50 wasn't scared of Preem. If a man scared of a man, when a man tell him to do something, he gonna back down, cow down, bow out. 50 will full steam ahead of Preem. So there wasn't no fear there at all, bro. When he gonna start, we're gonna start these rumors up. There was fear. It wasn't fear. He wasn't worried about Preem, you know what I'm saying? They was Banging Smurf was 50 young guns. They was his soldiers. Yeah, they gonna when the general said move, you gonna move, nigga. Just like that. When I move, you move, just like that. Facts.
Facts. Banging was
took T-Boy chain and shit. And T-Boy came in the hood. He had
what you say, Matt?
Said Bangham was on it. He was loyal, you know?
Yeah, he was loyal, but he was hard-headed.
Yeah, that's it. You know, he was kind of loose cannon that thing, you know.
The facts.
I found out it was my man from the hood, that's his soul in paradise and shit. And he kidnapped one of my mans and had him all day, robbed his crib, pounced him out, pistol whipped him and shit, had him all day, kidnapped him, but he let him go. So after that, it was just all-out war. We was shooting, had mad shootouts with T-Boy and all that, you know, but then my man Pone, shout out to Pone, Pone got locked up and did a bid with T-Boy. And he got cool with T-Boy. And when he came home, he was like, yo, I want you to meet somebody. And T-Boy pulled up. And I looked outside and see T-Boy like, yo, what the fuck you bring this nigga around for, man? And he was like, nah, you got to meet this man. I'm telling you, he ain't what niggas think, man. I'm like, man, this kidnapped our fucking man, man. And he was like, nah, it ain't like that, man. So when I met him, it was from there. From the first time I met the nigga, we was just cool from there. And T-Boy is like a stitcher, because T-Boy know everybody. So losing him was like, it's unexplainable. But that's my brethren.
As of lately, Bimmy has made mention of your dad numerous times in numerous interviews. Do you know him, and have you ever met Bimmy?
Mr. Bimmy, man. I don't know Bimmy from a can of paint. I have never met Bimmy. I don't know what that man is talking about. He knows my pops very well. Very well. He met the 5 fingers a lot of times from my father. It was a lot of physicality with Bimmy, and it didn't go Bimmy's way. Never.
What kind of relationship did Bim and Troy have, if any at all, from what you can remember or what you might have learned as you grew up?
I'm not going to sit here and tell you shit that's not in my knowledge, because at that time I was young of age. But from when I know and from what I've seen, my father did not like Bimmy. Bimmy was the reason why he did that bid. Yeah, it's a lot going on with Bimmy, man.
Some paperwork was released online which alleged that Bimmy was a confidential informant who went by the alias Music. Bimmy, however, disputes these allegations and says it's not true. Now, in the paperwork, it says a CI named Music snitched on your dad about a shooting in Baisley Park in 1995 in which left 2 people dead. Have you heard about this, and what are your thoughts?
When I hear it online, it's like about time somebody says something, because if you ask around about Bimmy, everybody says the same thing. All the streets say the same thing. Bimmy is a rat. Bimmy is a confidential informant that goes by the name of Music. And the problem is he think that everybody is gone and don't have the same type of platform to speak on it. He think just because my father's dead that he could get away with bullshit like that and lying like that. That's not about to happen. I'm gonna speak up. All this lying shit gotta stop. He's a CI.
First of all, I wonder how old this little nigga was when his father died. Watch what he said. Come on, you too young to know anything about
The
it.
gang's all here. Let's hit the road.
It's the Disney Plus blockbuster offer.
That's right.
The streets will say anything, man. The streets is full of shit sometimes.
That's Big Noise Troy's son.
Pops
Big Noise
had
Troy's
shot
son.
2 men during the Baisley Park tournament. You might have been a shorty at that time, but it was an ill basketball tournament that used to go on in Baisley. I think it was called a Dogs of War. But it was right there, right behind Baisley Park. The whole Queens was out there. Everybody was out there. I was out there. It was probably 1,000 people out there that day, give or take. Did you hear about that incident, and what are your thoughts on that incident?
Like you said, there was thousands of people out there, and that's how the police got his name, because he is a witness. You was out there. Why didn't they come and get you? Why didn't they question you? He was a witness. They knew who to grab, and they knew who Bimmy was. They knew. It's self-explanatory.
It's alleged that your pops found out about Bim making a statement and applied the pressure.
Facts, bro.
Pressing
Facts.
the issue. Bim then went to your pop's lawyer's office and signed the affidavit, which allegedly recanted the original statement. Now, for the viewers, an affidavit is a written statement in which the signer verifies that the document and the things stated in the document is true. Now, did you hear about this, and what are your thoughts?
He made a statement at first. So the affidavit was to recant his first statement that he made. My father pressed the issue. He had people make him go to the lawyers and recant his statement. He didn't gracefully go. He did that so he won't have to go on trial to blow up his confidential informant name, which is Music. His statement was already enough. My father got charged for a double homicide at first, and because he did that, they just charged my father with a loaded weapon. They charged him 7 years, and he did 5 years. He's the reason why my father did time, period. I blame him. Half the time I had to go up north to see my father. My father was in the jail system. The little time that he was out, I didn't have that much time with my father. He died when I was 8. You put another man in jail and let him miss time from his kid's life.
In a previous interview, Bimmy admitted that he did go to your pop's lawyer's office, and when he went to the lawyer's office with a certain individual from my hood that's from my block, I'm not going to mention his name, but Bimmy mentioned his name a few times as being the person that went with him to the lawyer's office to help clear your father's name. But he also denies that he provided information that led to your dad being arrested in the first place. But people are asking, why would Bimmy sign an affidavit to help clear your pop's name if he didn't say anything in the first place?
Why did you have to clear your name in the first place? That answers the question itself. There's no reason for you to even sign an affidavit to clear your name for nothing. Like, did you sign an affidavit to clear your name for anything, big bro? You was there. You said there was thousands of people there. There wasn't 1,000 affidavits clearing nobody's name. There was only one.
Did your pop see the paperwork?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hey, yo, God, the Brad, I'm gonna send you the link, bro. I'm gonna send you the link. You need to come up here and say something. We old school, man. This 8-year-old, he don't know nothing. He don't know nothing. Word up.
Niggas is putting a battery in his back to come online to talk shit. Them old school niggas hating.
Okay. All right. I got you. Yo, nigga 8 years old. How the hell you know something about what was going on in the streets? You 8, man. Your pops, a real man, gonna tell us something about what he doing in the street when he 8 years old.
Facts.
We always tell the teenagers, then go let them know this is how I used to get down back in the day. I want you doing the same thing. So Big Nose Troy did tell his son something like that when he's 8 years old. That makes him a reckless father too, a bad father. Let's keep it a buck. Let's go back to this interview.
How would he have had obtained that information?
My pops was locked up with several people that he told specifically that music was on his paperwork. That's Bimmy. My pops had the paperwork from his lawyer. He had it. He was going to take it to trial, and Bimmy would have had to come to trial and testify. The feds felt and the states felt like he was more valuable in the streets. They felt like my pops was the little fish. They wanted the more bigger fish. On top of that, I just got confirmation that Supreme was paying off my father to not expose Bim. My father and them was gonna put the paperwork on every Chinese store in the hood, and Preem was paying them off not to.
You said Preem was paying your pops off not to expose Bimmy. Now, why do you think Preem was doing that?
To be honest, I don't know. You gotta ask that man. But I just got confirmation from a real good source, 100% source. When my pops came home from doing that 5 years, he absolutely knew that Bimmy was corroborating, so he was smacking him up, patting him down. And that's why my father chose to just straight wreak havoc on everybody. Every Supreme Team nigga, whoever jacked Supreme Team and all that, my father was wreaking havoc when he came home. He was wreaking havoc because niggas is jacking a rat.
Let's go. We cannot roll in late again.
HelloFresh gets dinner done.
Now, Troy.
All right, now what we know about Supreme is Supreme out rats. So if Bimmy was a rat, Supreme would have said something.
Facts. But you saying he was high? He was covering up for him?
No, I'm saying Preem knew he was a rat. Preem would have said something about that, about Bimmy. Prince would have said something about Bimmy being a rat. All the Supreme Chicken, the Green Eye Born would have said something about Bimmy being a rat. We don't hear this shit until.
Well, now this kid is saying they were harboring rats. You know what I'm saying?
They was harboring rats. Yo, man.
That's what this kid is saying. He's saying that, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Preem ain't planning on do nothing to show paperwork because Preem would have exposed them.
Exactly.
When everybody was trying to say 50 Cent a rat, what Preem said? 50 Cent's not a rat, he's just an asshole. And this young guy, what he's doing is he's bringing heat on himself because he was too young to know what was going on. You 8 years old, little nigga.
Yep.
Because you did like sit down and shut up. Sports said he lucky Preem is locked up. This dude's still in South Jamaica, Queens.
Yep.
Right in his mouth. Nah, I'm not jacking that. I can't jack that, bro.
Hell no.
Here we go.
In Bimmy's defense, he says that he was at Baisley Park that day but did not witness the shooting. Now, he says that detectives put his name on a scrap piece of paper of people that they wanted to interview. Now, this scrap paper was later given to Troy by a lady that worked at the precinct. Then the word had got out that Bimmy was cooperating. Now, this is why he went to Troy's lawyer and signed the affidavit to say he never saw or said anything in regards to the shooting at Baisley Park. Now, that's what Bimmy says. That's the statement that he made about that incident. Now, what do you say to that?
I say he's a fucking liar because there wouldn't be no reason for him to come to my pop's lawyer to clear up anything. Once again, if you don't say anything to the police, you have the right to remain silent. You don't have no reason to go to my pop's lawyer to clear your name unless you said something in the first place.
Now, it's alleged that during that time, Bimmy's mother's house was shot up. Bimmy's twin brother also, if I'm not mistaken, is rumored that he was shot. Do you feel Bimmy might have signed the affidavit because of the pressure that was being applied and the things that started going on in the streets after that incident?
There's consequences and repercussions to ratting. The pressure was on him, and this is why he went to the lawyers.
Do you feel the drama that your pops had with Bimmy over this situation do you think that might have led or added fuel to the fire of the issues that he would later on have with the Supreme team?
Deep down in my pop's heart, he knows Supreme is jacking a rat. Like I said, I got confirmation that Supreme was paying my pops and the guys off to not expose Bimmy when my pops got out. So my pops is like, he don't respect that. He went against all that. He gonna put niggas through hell and take niggas' money, you heard? But that shit definitely added a lot of fuel to the fire.
Now, Bimmy recently said in the interview that he squared off with your pops outside the Hit Factory. For the people that don't know what the Hit Factory is, it's a studio in New York City. What do you think when you hear claims like that?
That's what I think when I hear claims like that. I start laughing. You standing off with Big Nose Troy, that would never happen. A standoff with my pops, respectfully, Bimmy wouldn't be here. He was one of them, putting his rollie away, tucking his chain when he see my pops. Standoff is never a blemish on my pop's name. From jail, from the streets, come on, man. A standoff with my father, with Big Nose Troy.
Yo, first of all, Big Nose Troy was 5'9", $135. Bimmy used to box. Bimmy was a boxer. Hold on. Bimmy used to box. If Bimmy said him and Big Nose Troy stood it off, now's the time. Peace, God, peace. Salute. If yo, check this out. If Bimmy would have squared off with this dude, Bimmy would have smashed him. The only way the nigga Big Nose Troy had heart and was gangster because he kept a pistol on him. But the pistols don't work again so in jail. So when you go to jail, you get with your crew. You hide behind your crew from your town. That's what that nigga did. That nigga would have survived. That nigga came to jail in New Jersey. Being the size he is. He wouldn't have survived in those Jersey State prisons, man. They would have ate his ass for lunch, breakfast, and dinner, man. Let's keep it real. But let's go back to Then we go hear what Bimmy had to say about this.
Good. And what happened after that? He just let you leave? I look at that as he's a clown. Let's ask Mr. Music what happened with that time in Rochdale at the phone booth. My pops was smacking him up in the phone booth. For you to get slapped and then you're going to have a standoff?
What can Bimmy do satisfy you, more or less, with this situation?
What would satisfy me is just stop talking about my dead father and stop talking about me. Stop talking about the situation at hand. Keep my name and keep my pop's name out his mouth.
The nigga don't talk about you, little dirty nigga.
23 years. Let my
nigga, he don't even know you talk about you. What the hell are you talking about? Little dirt bag? Let's go, yo. Let me just play what Bimmy had to say about this shit. Yo. This is from the old Pressure Point podcast. Shout out to them, man. This Bimmy.
Feel me? They told on me and got me 3 to life. So when I did my time, I came home, I wasn't in the streets. Right. So I'm like, so what I told them, show me, tell me. You know what I'm saying? So then they say, God bless Detroit. Mm-hmm. I just see this man every day. My building here, his building here. I watch him take his son to school. I watch me play with my son in the park. Right. Like, we see each other every day. You know what I mean? So that whole situation came from with Tut. Tut called me, said, yo, I need your help, homie. Mm-hmm. So I said, all right, cool. What you need? Tut from Brooklyn. What you need? Because an incident happened in the studio.
All right, check this out. We're going to go back from the beginning. We got the mind of Jah in the building. Shout out to my bro Jah Muhammad.
Peace to the kings and queens of the universe. You already know, black man. How you be, black man?
All wise and civilized, bro. I want you to hear this real quick, bro, because this is Big Nose Troy son addressing Bimmy. I want you to hear it real quick. This is from my boy Infominds channel.
Joe Biden made Kamala Harris border czar to fix immigration. First, she ignored it.
You have she's a CI.
I'm gonna start from the beginning for you. Hold on.
Going on, and he didn't care about none of that. They was dumb. They was doing their thing. and they dared to get to cross their paths. They was one of them. My pops
Yeah,
was
anything
a
cut.
menace. He put fear in a lot of Mexican hearts.
First off, T-Boy was my arch enemy. He was the arch enemy of the hood. We had beef with T-Boy first. It was a situation where my man had took T-Boy chain and shit, and T-Boy came in the hood. He had found out it was my man, but from the hood, that's the soul in paradise and shit. And he kidnapped one of my mans and had him all day, robbed his crib, pounced him out, pistol whipped him and shit, had him all day, kidnapped him, but he let him go. So after that, it was just all out war. We was shooting, had mad shootouts with T-Boy and all that, you know, but then my man Pone, shout out to Pone, Pone got locked up and did a bid with T-Boy. And he got cool with T-Boy. And when he came home, he was like, yo, I want you to meet somebody. And T-Boy pulled up. And I looked outside and see T-Boy like, yo, what the fuck you bring this nigga around for, man? And he was like, nah, you got to meet this man. I'm telling you, he ain't what niggas think, man. I'm like, man, this kidnapped our fucking man, man. And he was like, nah, it ain't like that, man. So when I met him, it was from there. From the first time I met the nigga, we was just cool from there. And T-Boy is like a stitcher, because T-Boy know everybody. So losing him was like, it's unexplainable, but that's my brethren.
As of lately, Bimmy has made mention of your dad numerous times in numerous interviews. Do you know him, and have you ever met Bimmy?
Mr. Bimmy, man. I don't know Bimmy from a can of paint. I have never met Bimmy. I don't know what that man is talking about. He knows my pops very well, very well. He met the 5 fingers a lot of times from my father. It was a lot of physicality with Bimmy, and it didn't go Bimmy's way. Never.
What kind of relationship did Bim and Troy have, if any at all, from what you can remember or what you might have learned as you grew up?
All right, John, let me ask you something, John, real quick.
I don't know if it went Bimmy's way or not.
John, let me ask you this real quick. Hold up. Check this out. The little nigga was 4 years old when his father went to jail. How will he know any of this? Because the father ain't gonna tell no 4-year-old no stuff like that, yo. Going to visit in prison. We trying to keep you away from the streets. We trying to bring you to the street.
Plus, we also looking at when that was too. You feel me? Because you know we came up in a different, type of not culture. It was the same culture as the gang culture, but it's just that we had different terminologies for what we did and the way we did it. It was more so crawl crews from your neighborhoods versus just an organized faction. You're right, exactly. You feel me? So there was a hierarchy in that too. So in his interpretation, seeing, something like that happen, he don't know what that was from. Whether that was
he didn't see it. He going by his thing.
That's my point. That's my point. He's seeing it through the eyes of who? People that's telling him that from their past. But he can't validate what they telling him without hearing it from the source.
Facts.
So in his words, in his mouth, is what he's seen. But let's say you did see it at 4 and comprehended it. Right? Did you understand the situation? You couldn't comprehensively understand the situation. You can have a memory of a situation, but you can't comprehensively have any understanding to what the situation was. So anything that you're saying can't be validated unless it's somebody that was there.
Facts.
And that person should be front and center instead of us believing things on face value like we do. We should always vet, check.
How God the brand said, he said he never met Bim and don't know him. How he talking on his shit. Yo,
that's why I told you, just talk. Just talk.
Yeah. But yo, this is what Bimmy had to say about the situation. That's what Bimmy had to say about the situation on his live interview, man. This share screen.
It's all hearsay with this kid, man. He don't, somebody's in his ear.
Yeah, here we go. Here go Bimmy right here.
Told on me, got me 3 to life. So when I did my time, I came home. I wasn't in the streets.
Right.
So I'm like, so what I told on? Show me, tell me. You know what I'm saying? So then they say, God bless him, Troy.
Fact.
I just see this man every day. My building here, his building here. I watch him take his son to school. I watch me play with my son in the park.
Right.
Like, we see each other every day. You know what I mean? So that whole situation came from with Tut. Tut called me, said, yo, I need your help, homie. So I said, all right, cool. What you need?
Tut from Brooklyn.
Tut from Brooklyn. What you need? Because an incident happened in the studio one day with me, and Tut was standing right there with me. You know what I mean? Ready to go.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm looking at him, and he see me, and I'm looking at Tut behind, like, we looking at each other. You feel me? And he's like, so I'm looking at him like, I'm ready to go. So everybody stopped us. Eric B, everybody was there. Yo, yo,
Right, right.
You know, everybody stopped. Corey, everybody. You feel me? So me and him gained the friendship.
Okay.
You feel me? So when he called him from prison, I said, I got you, homie. So God bless the dead, Just Real is his man. He told Troy, yo, Bim gonna help Tut. But Troy asked me for help. I said, I got you, I got you. He said, oh, you can help a Brooklyn nigga? You can help me? Hey, make sure you got your gun in your hand. Just like that. Cool. I come out of Hit Factory. Whatever. We squared off with each other. You know what I mean? Two niggas home. I ain't gonna say their name. They was home. They seen the whole incident, everything. Stand up, no movement. You know what I mean? I'm standing tall where I was tall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't like talking about it because I don't want, you know, his mom's was cool, his family, you know what I mean? I don't get into that because it's just for these internet niggas that want to talk, but y'all don't know what the real is.
Right.
You feel me? And that was that. So what happened was a dude got
fair use for educational purposes only.
I'm in half court.
And entertainment.
So when the detectives come, they write down who's in the park, right? On a scrap paper.
Right.
Who's in the park? I'm the biggest in Queens. So it's like Bimmy. So I start writing other niggas' names, right? They never came to see me. Nothing. I've never been no precinct. I've never been no DA's office. I've never been in the feds. Nothing.
But they put your name.
I'm gonna tell you, the scrap paper they wrote my name and other people's name who's in the park because police work. They doing their work.
Okay.
I know we all been in prison. We know when they investigate, they put niggas' name, whatever. So my name had to be on the paper who they want to interview. Right? They never came to see me. But a young lady, I'm not gonna say her name, you know what I mean? A young lady worked in the precinct. She got the paper with the scrap shit on it, with everybody's name on it.
Right.
And gave it to that camp. They said, oh, these niggas is telling, these niggas is woo. So in Queens, I'm hearing, yo, Bimmy telling, Bimmy, you know what I mean? I said, telling? So my man from Hollis, I ain't gonna say his name, he came and got me. He said, let's go see this nigga lawyer. Schumann. I went to the courthouse. I got in. I went to the courthouse today.
Remember when playing?
I was playing. Schumann is. They told me to go to room 121.
Right.
Monday, I'm getting the affidavit. Monday, I'm getting the affidavit.
Oh, Monday you were getting the affidavit.
Monday, I'm getting it. Right.
Right.
Monday. That's his lawyer. That's the case number and all that.
Okay.
So I'm getting that. You know what I'm saying? So my man, we went to his lawyer. I never went to a precinct. I never went to nothing. You know what I mean? Me and my man, I goes to Troy's lawyer, Schumann. I go to him. You know what I mean? I said, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. I hear my name is out there. Whoa. He said, well, would you sign affidavit saying that you ain't saying, yes, give it to me.
Right.
Left. Had nothing to do with none of that. No happened, homie's free. Because a couple other people did it too.
Right.
To free him. Because the niggas they want to visit and talk with, they went up there and like, I ain't seen nothing. They didn't go to the precinct. They didn't go to the DA. They didn't do none of that.
So why I don't understand, like, when people say your name's in the affidavit, what does the affidavit say?
The affidavit is, the lawyer wrote it. The lawyer wrote it. All you got to do is sign it. You don't write affidavits.
Right.
I didn't write no affidavit.
Right.
I just signed it. I read it. I signed it. You feel me? It was just, yo, I had nothing to do with none of that. I didn't say this nigga name.
Right.
I don't know nothing. That's it. If I sign an affidavit with his lawyer, we all been in prison. You can't sign nothing with them, tell them a story, and then go to them. You can't do that. You can't. You with the prosecutors or you with the defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I went to the defense immediately, declare my name in the streets, like, because I'm a street nigga, so I can't have my name floating around like that.
Right.
So when you get these niggas that 10 years old, 11 years old on the internet now talking about somebody telling you weren't even in the streets. You wasn't even around.
Right.
What the fuck is she talking about?
It's a lot of. Let me ask you a question. So this is one of my questions on the car. How do you feel about street, quote unquote, street dudes, right? Running smear campaigns with the internet. I call it the internet because it's a net where people gets caught up. You know what a net does. Like, how do you feel about that? People using like it's supposed to be.
Let's change that up.
Niggas, right?
These niggas ain't street niggas.
Oh, okay.
They're not real niggas.
Okay.
They're not street niggas. They jail niggas.
Right.
They gate bangers. You feel me? They're not street niggas. They gate bangers. Throwing shit on niggas, throwing piss. You know,
them type of niggas.
Making noise all on in the gallery trying to go to sleep. Niggas, yo, suck my dick. You know what I mean? You niggas SMD. Like
so
nigga,
that just translate out here.
It's out here now.
You transfer from there to the what?
Yeah. The internet and these people so fantasize about these niggas.
Right.
Oh, he got to know what he talking. He don't know nothing he talking about. He wasn't even fucking in the streets.
Right.
You feel me?
He's a baby. It's a lot of dudes is
Yeah. Yo, Ja.
That's actual facts, though. That's how things moving now. Like those of us, and I keep telling the brothers this, man. The best players in the game, they retire from the court, but they become championship coaches. They become GMs that own teams. Like these are that's where we're at in our lives. And the dudes is trying to get drafted to the game is doing whatever they can now, you know, without consequence. You know, we had consequence for this type of shit. You open your mouth, talking pictures and all that shit. That's type of niggas now, man. That's all bullshit. If you was really in the game, you ain't got that many pictures. You ain't got that many voices.
Right.
Not when we came around because things were different.
Let me tell you some funny shit, bro. I didn't start picking pictures after I came from my second bed. I was picking mostly family pictures. When we was in the club, and shit like that. We was in the club and shit like that back in the day. We was hustling heavy. You wouldn't see me in no pictures.
You remember pictures was evidence.
Yeah.
Literal evidence.
Yeah,
Niggas, like niggas went to jail, bro, for having pictures and tattoos. Now, you know, I don't know what type of goofy shit they do now. Everything for the vine, you feel me? Everything to be seen. And that's backwards. That's why everybody be going to jail so foolishly. And we have conversations about niggas doing the worst shit because they keep, like you said, the gate bangers. Go in there, claim just because you went in there, yo, you that guy. You ain't that guy, nigga. You got caught. How about that guy? How about that guy?
You got Philly in the building.
You know, that guy don't get caught. How you that guy and you got caught? Stupid.
Yeah.
Going to jail going to jail only mean you may have survived. Because remember, Born, you've been in there like I've been in there. Everybody wasn't the bully. Nigga, I was a bully in jail. Everybody wasn't that. I found it as a free reign. See, because I'm a master combatant. So in there, hey, when you ain't got no gun, it's gonna be hard to stop me now.
Facts.
So I had to learn a lot.
In jail, I was a nigga that bullied the bullies. In jail, I was a nigga that bullied the bullies. I hate to see you.
Bro, you already know most of our fights, most of our conflict came from niggas doing something to somebody next to us, not to us.
Yeah, facts. You understand right, bro?
Now we running around here just saying everything, doing everything, backwards as hell. Word and it's without consequence. You know, if we would be talking like that when we were younger, we knew that there was consequence that would come from different levels. The street don't even have that right now. There's no structure in our society, in our communities, bro. None. No discipline and no structure. And even in our madness, we had discipline and structure. And a lot of shit we was doing wasn't doing it for the rep. We was doing it for necessities because some of us really lived in the street. I done spent my 9 months homeless in the street as a teenager, nigga. I don't know if you can get more in the street than that.
Y'all fell a boxing team. And I believe Aaron got a boxing team. Rowan had a boxing
You
team.
damn shit.
Who else had a boxing team? Trenton had a boxing
Yo,
team.
yeah, my cousin was champion down there in Bordentown, Yardville. Then came on to be a national, 2-time national champion, Brian Brannon.
So what I'm saying
Right
is we listen to this young boy. Now I want you to how disrespectful this young boy is. I want you to listen to this young boy. How disrespectful he is, bro, because maybe you can have that nigga touched if you want to. You know what I'm saying? He got a nigga touched. Nigga ain't built
Man,
like that.
forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do.
Shit that's not in my knowledge because at that time I was young of age. But from when I know and from what I've seen, my father did not like Bimmy. Bimmy was the reason why he did that bid. Yeah, it's a lot going on with Bimmy, man.
Some paperwork was released online which alleged that Bimmy was a confidential informant who went by the alias Music. Bimmy, however, disputes these allegations and says it's not true. Now, in the paperwork, it says a CI named Music snitched on your dad about a shooting in Baisley Park in 1995 in which left 2 people dead. Have you heard about this, and what are your thoughts?
When I hear it online, it's like about time somebody says something, because if you ask around about Bimmy, everybody says the same thing. All the streets say the same thing. Bimmy is a rat. Bimmy is a confidential informant that goes by the name of Music. And the problem is he think that everybody is gone and don't have the same type of platform to speak on it. He think just because my father's dead that he could get away with bullshit like that and lying like that. That's not about to happen. I'm gonna speak up. All this lying shit gotta stop. He's a CI.
Shout out to Infominds again. Shout out to Infominds. My man Infominds.
It was alleged that your pops had shot 2 men during the Baisley Park tournament. You might have been a shorty at that time, but it was an ill basketball tournament that used to go on in Baisley. I think it was called a Dogs of War. But it was right there, right behind Baisley Park. The whole Queens was out there. Everybody was out there. I was out there. It was probably 1,000 people out there that day, give or take. Did you hear about that incident? And what are your thoughts on that incident?
Like you said, there was 1,000 people out there, and that's how the police got his name, because he is a witness. You was out there. Why didn't they come and get you? Why didn't they question you? He was a witness. They knew who to grab, and they knew who Bimmy was. They knew. It's self-explanatory.
It's alleged that your pops found out about Bim making a statement and applied the pressure, pressing the issue. Bim then went to your pop's lawyer's office and signed the affidavit, which allegedly recanted the original statement. Now, for the viewers, an affidavit is a written statement in which the signer verifies that the document and the things stated in the document is true. Now, did you hear about this? And what are your thoughts?
He made a statement at first. So the affidavit was to recant his first statement that he made. My father pressed the issue. He had people make him go to the lawyers and recant his statement. He didn't gracefully go. He did that so he won't have to go on trial to blow up his confidential informant name, which is Music. His statement was already enough. My father got charged for a double homicide at first, and because he did that, they just charged my father with a loaded weapon. They charged him 7 years, and he did 5 years. He's the reason why my father did time, period. I blame him. Half the time, I had to go up north to see my father. My father was in the jail system. The little time that he was out, I didn't have that much time with my father. He died when I was 8. You put another man in jail and let him miss time from his kid's life.
In a previous interview, Bimmy admitted that he did go to your pop's lawyer's office. And when he went to the lawyer's office with a certain individual from my hood that's from my block, I'm not going to mention his name, but Bimmy mentioned his name a few times as being the person that went with him to the lawyer's office to help clear your father's name. But he also denies that he provided information that led to your dad being arrested in the first place. But people are asking, why would Bimmy sign an affidavit to help clear your pop's name if he didn't say anything in the first place?
Why did you have to clear your name in the first place? That answers the question itself. There's no reason for you to even sign an affidavit to clear your name for nothing. Like, did you sign an affidavit to clear your name for anything, big bro? You was there. You said it was thousands of people there. There wasn't 1,000 affidavits clearing nobody's name. It was only one.
Did your pop see the paperwork? And if so, how would he have had obtained that information?
My pops was locked up with several people that he told specifically that music was on his paperwork. That's Bimmy. My pops had the paperwork from his lawyer. He had it. He was going to take it to trial, and Bimmy would have had to come to trial and testify. The feds felt and the states felt like he was more valuable in the streets. They felt like my pops was the little fish. They wanted the more bigger fish. On top of that, I just got confirmation that Supreme was paying off my father to not expose Bim. My father and them was gonna put the paperwork on every Chinese store in the hood, and Preem was paying them off not to.
You said Preem was paying your pops off not to
Hey,
expose
God.
Bimmy. Now, why do you think Preem was doing that?
To be honest, I don't know. You gotta ask that man. But I just got
Pause that, black man. You know, I was waiting for him to get to the real history. Like, this a bunch of he say, she say bullshit, bro. This our real history. Feel me? This is definitely my real history. You feel me? I'm the protege of Tommy Walker. Tommy Walker is the upstate man for Preem at that time. So he talking crazy right now. He's a young boy that don't know what the fuck he talking about, bro. Word up. And that's crazy as fuck because he's inciting some bullshit. Carry on.
Yo, Preem want to pay him no money. Preem would just have the nigga whacked like he did anyway.
Preem didn't move like that. Preem didn't move like that, Born. That's my point. Man, nobody connected to Preem. And like all of the stuff that he's saying, that wasn't nothing popular known. We all remember the Basie Park shootings. And that created a whole chain of effect of a lot of shootings. From Red Hook to Far Rockaway. That's why niggas talking the Brooklyn shit. Like the Brooklyn Queens War's been on since the Italian and the Irish, bro. You feel me? We only carrying on they shit. We done carried it on for generations. Now you got some dudes agitating and inciting this shit again.
Yeah.
And he talking about stuff. This from the late 80s to late 90s. This 10-year period that he talking about that he really don't know nothing about.
He's a baby.
It's crazy though, listening to somebody say something like this, and here I am about to be power. You feel me, God? And I didn't reach this degree, and I didn't, this stuff that I didn't live when I was a Wisdom Cipher degree, the Knowledge Born degree.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this crazy.
Crazy as hell. So let's check it out, bro.
Confirmation from a real good source, 100% source. When my pops came home from doing that 5 years, he absolutely knew that Bimmy was corroborating, so he was smacking him up, patting him down. And that's why my father chose to just straight wreak havoc on everybody, every Supreme Team nigga, whoever jacked Supreme Team and all that. My father was wreaking havoc when he came home. He was wreaking havoc because niggas is jacking a rat.
Now, Troy, in Bimmy's defense, he says that he was at Baisley Park that day but did not witness the shooting. Now, he says that detectives put his name on a scrap piece of paper of people that they wanted to interview. Now, this scrap paper was later given to Troy by a lady that worked at the precinct. Then the word had got out that Bimmy was cooperating. Now, this is why he went to Troy's lawyer and signed the affidavit to say he never saw or said anything in regards to the shooting at Baisley Park. Now, that's what Bimmy says. That's the statement that he made about that incident. Now, what do you say to that?
I say he's a fucking liar because there wouldn't be no reason for him to come to my pop's lawyer to clear up anything. Once again, if you don't say anything to the police, you have the right to remain silent. You don't have no reason to go to my pop's lawyer to clear your name unless you said something in the first place.
Now, it's alleged that during that time, Bimmy's mother's house was shot up. Bimmy's twin brother also, if I'm not mistaken, is rumored that he was shot. Do you feel Bimmy might have signed the affidavit because of the pressure that was being applied and the things that started going on in the streets after that incident?
There's consequences and repercussions to ratting. The pressure was on him, and this is why he went to the lawyers.
Do you feel the drama that your pops had with Bimmy over this situation, do you think that might have led or added fuel to the fire of the issues that he would later on have with the Supreme team?
Deep down in my pop's heart, he knows Supreme is jacking a rat. Like I said, I got confirmation that Supreme was paying my pops and the guys off to not expose Bimmy when my pops got out. So my pops is like, he don't respect that. He went against all that. He gonna put niggas through hell and take niggas' money, you heard? But that shit definitely added a lot of fuel to the fire.
Now, Bimmy recently said in the interview that he squared off with your pops outside the Hit Factory. For the people that don't know what the Hit Factory is, it's a studio in New York City. What do you think when you hear claims like that?
That's what I think when I hear claims like that. I start laughing. You standing off with Big Nose Troy, that would never happen. A standoff with my pops, respectfully, Bimmy wouldn't be here. He was one of them, putting his rollie away, tucking his chain when he see my pops. Standoff is never a blemish on my pop's name. From jail, from the streets, come on, man. A standoff with my father, with Big Nose Troy. And what happened after that? He just let you leave? I look at that as he's a clown. Let's ask Mr. Music what happened with that time in Rochdale at the phone booth. My pops was smacking him up in the phone booth. For you to get slapped and then you're gonna have a standoff?
What can Bimmy do to satisfy you, more or less, with the situation?
What would satisfy me is just stop talking about my dead father and stop talking about me and stop talking about the situation at hand. Keep my name and keep my pop's name out his mouth. My pop's been dead for 23 years. Let my pops rest in peace, because you're talking on the dead, and that's very disrespectful. If you don't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. He's saying God bless the dead. I take that very disrespectful.
It's hard to reach your goals when your teams are pulled in too many directions. With Asana.
Now, unfortunately, Troy, your father was murdered in 2001. What do you remember about your father? What kind of father was Troy?
My father was a good dude. Yeah, my father was a good man. He was a family man. He always made sure that I was good. He used to take me to school. He used to always pick me up. He used to always just be there. Always be there to support me, take me to the movies, take me anywhere I wanted. He was a good dad. He was a good dad. Unfortunately, he had sickle cell, so there was a lot of times where he was in the hospital. He gave the sickle cell to me. I got sickle cell. My father was a great father at the end of the day. He just had to do what he had to do on the streets. He never brought the streets to his house. He looked out for a lot of people. That's who my father was. He showed a lot of people love. Like, you needed money, he'll give you money. You needed food, he'll give you food. That was a good dude right there. Like, that was a great dude. Rest in peace to Big Troy, you know? Good or bad, just let my father rest in peace, man. R.I.P. to Big Troy. R.I.P. to E-Money Bags. Shout out to you, Big Bro. I appreciate you for the opportunity to give me the platform to talk, say my side of the story. You can find me on Instagram at Troy _DA _BOY. Troy the Boy. Go on YouTube, type in Troy the Boy. I got nothing but music. I'm always.
All right, y'all. All right.
I can see, I see it all happening, Born. I see it all happening, man. I get it. You got to promote his music, man. You need that attracting eye and ear.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just doing it the wrong way. Like Preem just came home Wednesday.
Oh, not Preem. Prince.
Nigga, Preem. Yeah.
Prince.
Supreme, yeah.
No, that's Supreme Prince. Gerald Prince Miller came home.
Right. Wednesday, right? Hold on. I thought it was So Prince came home?
Yeah.
I gotta hit Tommy. I know Tommy Walker just came home last year. And I thought Preem was coming home this September.
Nah, Gerald Prince Miller.
What's Preem release date?
He don't got a release date. He got triple life.
They all had life?
He got triple life.
Man, what the fuck? Hold up. Preem got triple life?
Yeah.
I know Preem was locked up with life. It was 40 to life.
They gave him triple life, man. I remember he came back and guys started ratting on him. They gave him more time.
More time?
Yep.
Yeah, you know it's crazy. I got and did my bid, came home, and lived the whole life. Tommy just got released. Tommy just got released last year.
Who Tommy?
Tommy Walker. They Nas and them had him on Showtime. The Showtime thing for Preem. You know the Showtime documentary they did that Nas did.
Yeah, I know Tommy. Yeah.
Yeah. Now my big homie Tommy Walker was the right hand man with Preem. He was also his like did all the legal work and all that stuff inside with him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, triple life. I know they both was out there in that Colorado prison for a minute. That's where Tommy came in and that's where his last spot was at. Why, bro? He doing this for clout to get some music stole.
Yeah.
That shit crazy. And like I said, sometimes, bro, some serious consequence for that where we come from.
He said he talked to Tony, you're 50 Cent. Why you didn't put you down? You know what I'm saying? This shit must be trash, nigga.
Damn, bro, that's crazy, bro. Talking reckless, bro. That's the only thing I can say. Like, bro, you emotional at that, man. If your father was a good man, bro, let his legacy be his legacy. You went around talking shit that you don't got no knowledge of, and to a respected man. Like, just like you got your emotions about your father, what you think his children and his soldiers got for him?
Yeah. They go Bimmy. Bimmy about to kill us right now. Hold up. Let Bimmy finish. We're gonna end this. Hold on.
What I gotta do is I gotta go to the courthouse like I did, get on my shit, get his shit, and show you the affidavit, and show you, motherfucker, this is what this is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You niggas don't know me.
Right.
But I know what it is. It ain't them niggas. It's niggas behind them.
Right.
So I know the game.
Right.
You niggas is bad.
You sending you the pawns out. You sending the pawns out.
Them niggas pawns.
Okay.
Them niggas ain't the niggas it's the other niggas. Right. That's older niggas that's mad.
Right.
No, he don't come look out for niggas. He this, he that. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that though.
Yeah. How am I supposed to look
entitlement?
Yeah. You never look out for me. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in Connecticut, it's fucked up. Sleeping on my man's couch. Nobody came and got me.
Mm-hmm.
Who came and got me? Nobody.
Right.
A nigga I met in the streets in Connecticut, his family owned Foxwoods. He looked out for me. He bought me clothes for 4th of July so I won't look crazy. Right. You feel me? I don't talk about it, but that's my dude.
Right.
God bless him. You know what I mean? He passed away, but he's my guy. He took care of me. No queen. Nobody came and got me.
Right.
You feel me? So when niggas say, yo, you supposed to do this for us, you fucking other niggas from other places, them niggas look out. The value's there for them niggas. Them niggas know.
Right.
Y'all niggas feel like, yo, you supposed to do this for us. What? Do what? Help me push this wheelbarrow, nigga. You help me.
Right.
But you niggas ain't helping. You just sitting there talking. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck how much time you did in jail. That don't make you real. That don't make you stand up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you get these niggas gate banging on the internet,
They gate banging on the internet.
Ben, what the fuck? Yeah, niggas gate banging. So I'm looking at these niggas like, y'all never helped no kids. Y'all never took up a neighborhood. I'm building a school right now. You ain't building schools. What are y'all doing? Y'all off the internet tearing niggas down that's doing the shit for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Building schools, man.
Then you got a certain individual on the internet. Yo, he been a CI. He been this. He been that. Nigga, I got paperwork with you telling on me. Oh, the investigation came out on me because of you. You feel
Nasty
me?
work on this.
So, and
Brian Glaze Gibbs.
How the fuck is CI grab a $2 million bail? I don't know what kind of CI I am. I got a $2 million bail.
Right.
How the fuck I'm gonna get a 3 to life when I'm on a bed if I'm a CI? That shit don't work, bro.
It don't add up.
I got a bail sufficiency hearing for my money to get me out. If I'm so much of this CI or that, you niggas home, y'all supposed to have life. Y'all niggas is home. Why? You done got a whole list of niggas you done told on. So you trying to put me in your cloth. I don't come from these niggas.
Right.
I don't come from none of these niggas. And I didn't put myself in position to tell on a nigga. These niggas put themselves in position to tell. I didn't have to. Nigga, I'm the king. I'm the boss. They wanted me. Who the fuck am I telling on? The other niggas they've been in jail all their life now.
Yeah.
Who the fuck am I telling? I'm the next in line. No, get him. So who the fuck am I telling? Little niggas? There's no one to tell on, bro. If you know the history, there's nobody out here doing what I was doing or what Josh was doing. There's nobody out here.
Mac, man, pull up, bro.
So when you got these niggas out here just talking, yo, Prince, this listen, all right, show me. It don't matter, man. It don't matter what these niggas talk about, bro, because they don't know. They was in jail 20 years, 22 years. You've been 18 years. All right, you've been in jail 18, 19 years, 20 years. I go back. I was out the street still. I was out the street still. I'm working. I'm out the streets. So when you say nigga telling, show me the work. Cause I'm gonna show you every case I got. All my cases, you for offended. Until that last case called as a grown man when that individual put the feds and the police on us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And my name's all in it. I got that work. My name's all in it. You know what I mean? For you telling on me. But you call me a CI. Nigga, I don't come from that. My sister been shot. My brother been shot. My other sister been shot. My nephew been shot. My cousin been shot. My mom's house been shot at. All type of shit. Where'd all that work at? Where all that work at?
Right.
Yeah, well, y'all have it, fellas. Some nasty work out, just some nasty work. Putting a rat label on people, man. We don't do that, man, unless we got paperwork.
Man, they don't need paperwork. They just need emotions nowadays. That's it. You sell emotion, niggas fall in.
Jersey Rich, salute. I appreciate you brothers for coming up, showing me love, man. That's what it is. The great show, man. And we're gonna do it again real soon, man.
You already know. Peace to the gods and earths, to the black universe.
Peace to the gods. Salam alaikum to Allah, rahmatullah, to all the Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King of New Jersey. This is BTBTV. We bully the bullies. I am your honorable host, born divine almighty Allah. And how we said before, we ain't no Bloods or no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBTV that started his own game. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah.
We out.